Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite_UK. Subscribe to the channel for in-depth analysis on tactics, team spirit, and the Lions' preparation ahead of their match against the Stormers at Ellis Park.
Ivan van Rooyen has announced the strongest lineup for round 12 of the United Rugby Championship against the Stormers at Ellis Park Stadium. I don't just see a simple list of players. I see within it calculation, pressure, belief, and the ambition to assert the position of a team that is at a crucial point in the season. The 34-22 win over the Sharks last week clearly gave a huge morale boost to the Johannesburg team. I can sense the growing confidence, but at the same time, there is a sense of caution. In top-level sports, a stunning victory can serve as motivation, but it can also become a trap if one becomes complacent. I believe Ivan van Rooyen understands this better than anyone else. The team's current 7th place ranking ahead of important home games has made me think a lot. 7th place isn't too bad, but it's not yet secure. It's like standing in front of a slightly open door. If they have the skill and stability, they can step through to go even further. If they lose focus, that door will close very quickly. I think this is the pivotal stage that will determine the true character of the Lions.
The personnel change, with Batho Hlekani replacing Rooyen Venter due to a head injury, is something that has made me reflect. In sports, injuries are always unwelcome, but they are an inevitable part of the game. What impresses me is how the team reacts to such losses. Hlekani, a young player in the Springbok system, has been given the opportunity. This shows trust in the depth of the squad and long-term preparation. I've always believed that strong teams aren't just built on 15 starting players, but also on those who are ready to step up when needed. The combination of Hlekani, captain Frank Horn, and newcomer Siba Qoma forming a dynamic midfield makes me excited. I see a blend of experience and youth. In sports as in life, the balance between the old and the new always creates sustainable strength. If you only have experience without passion, the team can become slow. If you only have youth without composure, they can be reckless. It seems the Lions are trying to find that point of intersection.
The absence of Asnathian, Loboganye and Hashim Peed will certainly affect the tactical depth. But what catches my attention even more is the statement made by assistant coach Jaque Fourie. He emphasized that the team hasn't won any titles yet and must capitalize on the momentum and the advantage of playing at home. This statement reflects a very clear and calculated mindset. I truly resonate with this mentality. In sports, I believe the most dangerous thing isn't failure, but the illusion of success. When Fourie says, "We haven't won any titles," it's not just an internal reminder but also a message about humility. Humility isn't about putting oneself down, it's about knowing your place to continue pushing forward. The local derby against the Stormers adds to the tension. The Stormers are very determined after 2 disappointing results against the Sharks, and I believe they will enter the game with nothing to lose. In matches like these, emotions are high, and even the smallest mistake can be costly. I think the Lions will need more than just technical skill, they need composure and discipline.
In other areas, Nico Stein's flexibility in playing both as a fullback and a fly half is a clear tactical advantage. In a long season, versatile players are always a valuable asset. I realize that adaptability is the key to survival in a highly competitive environment. This is not only true in rugby but also in my own life. The return of Siba Qoma after an injury is also a beautiful story of perseverance. Every time a player returns from injury, I always think about the quiet recovery days. The worries about form and position. Behind the stadium lights, there are many hours of sweat and loneliness. This makes me appreciate the moments they get the chance to prove themselves even more. I see this not just as a round 12 game. It's a test of stability. The Lions may have beaten the Sharks convincingly, but can they maintain that form? Will they convert the home advantage into a psychological boost? Can they keep their heads cool in such an emotionally charged derby? I've learned a clear lesson. Momentum only has value when it's sustained with focus. In my work and life, there have been moments when I've achieved results that I'm proud of. But if I stop there, those achievements will quickly fade away.
The Lions are faced with the same choice: either continue progressing or be pulled back by complacency. For the fans, I think the important thing is to offer support but also remain level-headed. Loving a team doesn't mean painting everything in a rosy light. The most sincere support is being there whether they win or struggle. I believe that a team is truly strong when it has a fan base that understands and stands by them, not just demands. I also realize something even deeper: sports are a mirror of society. In the Lions lineup, there is a succession between generations, losses due to injuries, pressures from the rankings, and the desire to prove oneself. Isn't that also the journey of every individual? We always have to change, adapt, and overcome challenges to move forward. I feel that the meticulous preparation in training this week, as Fourie mentioned, is the key element. Success doesn't come from a single explosive moment, but from hundreds of hours of quiet preparation. This reminds me that to achieve something sustainable, I need to invest time and discipline, not just rely on inspiration. The game against the Stormers will be a test of the Lions' belief in themselves. If they play with the determination the coaching staff has asked for, if they maintain humility after their victory over the Sharks, I believe they can create a positive streak before heading to Ireland for the final 2 games of the season. But if emotions overwhelm them, the home advantage won't be enough. For myself, I take away lessons of preparation, humility, and adaptability. I understand that every opportunity comes with responsibility, and every victory must be followed by further effort. For the fans, this is the time to believe, but not become complacent, to cheer but without putting on negative pressure.
Wish you all to stay strong, persistent, and keep moving forward, whether you win or lose. See you again.